Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Purchase your track today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Purchase your
Hare
tracks today.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, turn your mics on. Let's chant some japa together here.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Nityananda,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Radhe,
Rama
Govinda,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Radhe, Govinda,
Hari Hari Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hari Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hari Hari Krishna,
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama, Hari Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Krishna, Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Om Radhe
Hari
Krishna,
Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hari
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Radhe
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hari
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Shri
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna, Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare, Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Chaitanya,
We have one more spot for Amy Rose.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Even more spots,
Rama
actually.
Rama,
Anybody who wants to come.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Krishna
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Rama
Nityananda,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Krishna
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Nityananda,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Shri Krishna
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Nityananda,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Nityananda,
Hare. Hare
Nityananda,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Hare Krishna,
Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri Krishna
Rama Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare.
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama
Nityananda,
Rama, Hare
Nityananda, Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Nityananda,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Gaura,
Rama
Bhakti,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda,
Krishna, Hare
Shri Advaita,
Krishna,
Gadadhar,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Srivasadi,
Hare.
Gaura, Bhakti,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Prabhu
Rama
Nityananda,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Advaita,
Hare
Gadadhar,
Krishna, Hare
Srivasadi,
Krishna,
Gaura,
Krishna
Bhakti,
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya, Shri
Nityananda,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Advaita
Shri
Gadadara,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Sriva
Krishna Chaitanya,
Adhikura
Shri
Bhaktivinoda,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Jaya
Krishna
Sri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya,
Nityananda,
Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Advaita
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Gadadara,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda,
Srivas
Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Adhikura Bhaktivinoda,
Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jaya Sri
Shri
Krishna
Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jaya Sri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya
Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya
Ajaita
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Gadadara
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Hari Guru
Chaitanya
Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jaya
Shri
Jaya
Krishna
Jaya
Chaitanya
Jaya Sri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Sri
Shri
Ajaita
Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Gadadara Sri
Krishna
Hari
Chaitanya
Guru
Shri
Bhakta
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama,
Shri
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Sri
Shri
Vas
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Gadadara
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Hari Guru
Krishna
Bhakta
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jaya
Shri Krishna
Jaya
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Jaya
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Jaya Sri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya Shri
Nityananda
Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Sri
Krishna
Ajaita
Chaitanya
Gadadara
Shri Krishna
Sri Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Sri Krishna
Chaitanya Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya Shri 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 Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya
Nityananda Sri
Shri Krishna
Ajaita
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Gadadara
Chaitanya
Sri Vas
Shri
Hari Guru
Krishna
Bhakta
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Jaya Sri Krishna
Chaitanya Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu
Shri
Nityananda
Krishna Chaitanya
Sri
Shri
Ajaita
Krishna Chaitanya
Gadadara
Shri
Sri
Krishna Chaitanya Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya
Sri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Sri
Rama
Ajaita
Rama Rama
Gadadara
Hare Hare
Hari
Hare
Guru
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Jaya
Krishna
Jaya
Hare Hare Hare
Prabhu
Rama Rama
Nityananda Sri
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Sri
Krishna
Vas
Krishna
Hari Guru
Krishna
Bhakta
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Radha
Krishna Hare Hare
Radha
Ram Hare Rama
Radha
Rama
Radha
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Radha
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Radha,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram.
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Oh Krishna, oh Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hari,
Krishna,
Hari,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hari,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hari,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hey, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
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 Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hey, can you believe we got 1,000 likes on TikTok? We got a lot of people getting darshan of Krishna's name here. Ah, that's great, man. Probably don't understand anything. It doesn't matter. Just hear the name, the sound vibration. Darshan, everybody. Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna's very funny. You'll see. Krishna. He laughs a lot.
Radha,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
No wonder
Krishna.
they want to ban TikTok. You know, they get too many. It's not controlled enough like Facebook. You know, where you get only like 25 people or something. Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna.
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Hare
Gotta be happy people all chant this holy name. Chant this name.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, forever happy. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Hare
Nityananda,
Rama,
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Nityananda.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna
Rama
Jai,
Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda
Krishna Krishna
Nityananda
Hare Hare,
Nityananda Nityananda
Hare
Hare
Shri
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Hare Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
More than Guru.
Shri Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Chaitanya
Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Rama Rama Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama Rama Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare, Krishna Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama Rama
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
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 More
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna.
Hare Rama Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri
Shri
Jaya
Chaitanya.
Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. So reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita here. This is fourth chapter. Fourth chapter. Hare Krishna. Whoops. Well, what happened there? Oh, hey, this is great. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fourth chapter. And this is about Lord Caitanya, and his Sankirtan movement. And he wanted to liberate people very easily. Oh, yeah. Is there music? No.
No, which book is it, Guru Maharaj? Fourth chapter, but which book?
Oh, Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah, but which one?
Oh, Alila.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Lord Caitanya started this Sankirtan movement of this chanting of these names, which invoke ecstatic devotion in people when they chant them. And this lifts our consciousness and our actual happiness to a spiritual level that lasts forever. It's called devotional service, serving. It's actually serving our deeper self, which we're actually meant to do, but we've lost touch with that. And Lord Caitanya revived this, and we're reviving it again. Somebody asked a question this morning, what is ISKCON? And I gave the same answer that Lord Caitanya gave 550 years ago. It's an external organization up to this point right now. They teach external bhaktis for beginners. Who have, and so Lord Caitanya said the only qualification of these tattavadis who are like ISKCON devotees, and I don't mean this to criticize, just, you need the truth will maybe help set you free. Otherwise, you'll have many lifetimes before you'll get what the real Sankirtan movement is about. See, and so he meets the tattavadis, and he saw by their symptoms is the only qualification they had was faith in the holy name. They didn't have the ecstasy of it. They just had, faith passed down in the lineage and basically of unawakened gurus. Or, starting like in our line, they had awakened gurus who didn't teach the inner teachings yet. See, that's so those who want to awaken in this life have to come here and they have to follow the real process, which is taught here. The real process is you have, if you want to ecstatically chant, you need to listen to the vibration of the truth from the devotees who ecstatically chant. There's no other practical way. Otherwise, you'll just be speculating, and you won't even know what the purpose of the Krishna conscious movement is. You have to hear it from persons who have realized that. Realize what Lord Caitanya taught. Otherwise, you won't know. You just like proof is in the example. Vaishnavas are still teaching something that is not on par what was taught 550 years ago, which was the Sankirtan movement in Prema with Prema Bhakti. Okay? And they would get people up to that speed very quickly, because if they were open to hearing from experienced devotees. Right now, most of people in all walks of life are not interested in hearing from those who have this knowledge, this very specialized, the essence of all truth is you need to hear from those who are liberated souls. And if you don't, then you'll hear from non-liberated souls, and and you won't get the liberated result. Yeah. So everybody who gave up their opinions and listened to Lord Chaitanya's opinion, when they realize, oh, you achieve. See, people need to analyze according to the truth, according to knowledge. What is life's ultimate goal? People in religion don't really know. They think it's about a bunch of rules or some kind of organized effort of varnashram dharma, or just be engaged in your natural work, what you're passionate about. But if it's material, it's just all it is material. Life's ultimate goal is stated by these scriptures, but people, because they haven't realized personally life's ultimate goal, they call that a devotee Bhagavat. Therefore, they're not devotee Bhagavats and cannot preach what's in the book Bhagavat. Therefore, that result is not coming. Okay? Otherwise, we would have thousands of people, millions of people, devotees in ISKCON, laughing and crying and choking up and transforming the whole world in ecstasy. See, but they're not. Only this little group is the only group I've seen in all of the Krishna consciousness aspirants who chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion and welcome this path, because Lord Caitanya came to teach that path, and we're here to do it again. If you abandon your opinion that life is only about varnashram dharma, life is about accepting the path of ecstatic devotion like Lord Caitanya did. Accept his principles from experienced devotees who have realized ecstatic devotion and chant the holy names with great ecstasy. It's that simple. Okay? But this is so odd to people because the teachers practically in all the world are still on the material level of consciousness. They don't know this spiritual level. Like even Jesus hinted at these things. Now we have a religious Jesus, a religious Lord Caitanya. See, a religious, which is, and the true truth is beyond religion. Okay? But unless you have a living, realized soul in this world who sees beyond religion, you don't get what's beyond religion. You don't get it because the teachers, the popes, the ministers in these religions, and the gurus and the spiritual masters in Vaishnavism, they all teach speculations. They're not experienced devotees. They cannot prove. There ain't one of them who can prove that they are on the platform of ecstatic devotion like Lord Caitanya, like Nityananda, like their real followers. 500. Not even one can prove it. And because they can't prove it and they teach something else, their followers don't even know that that's what's important. They don't know the verses say, you cannot attain this liberated platform that is called by different names in the Bibles and in the Vedas. Like it's in the Bible, it's the Garden of Eden, and it's a place where you have this intimate, close relationship with your source called God, Krishna, Christ, Brahman. There's different names for that source. Brahman isn't the best name, but we'll just say it's about what people know. Yeah, so therefore it's unknown. Okay? But ecstatic chanting will get you into that revelation and that realization of your source and your intimate relationship with that source, which is spiritual. And then you realize you're spirit also, and you transcend the identifications of Okay, did we lose? Are we back? Oh, I see the problem. Doggone it, man. Okay, let's see here. Pause for an hour. Are we back?
We are back. Hare Krishna.
Okay, yeah. Just say back and that's it. I'll just go on. Okay. Yeah, this is this thing that keeps doing. Let's see if I can take care of this here. Quit app. Okay, I think, okay, I just have a little trouble with this thing here. Yeah. So this this world is very bewildering. There's all kinds of teachings, all kinds of teachings and teachers, and content, and people are filling their minds in AI and everything. It's one big confusing situation. And people have lost the spiritual essence. They don't know what it is, and they're grappling at all these material illusions that appear as truth, but are not the truth. In essence, is something that is spiritual and eternal, and you can latch onto it substantially, and you'll be happy literally forever. And that is what I don't see people doing. That you can latch on all the money that you see in the world, you can latch onto your families and friends and all of that stuff, but it all goes at some point, sometimes quickly. Now people are dying like flies, they're just like, and for a certain reason, I don't want to get into this whole thing. People are, confused on so many fronts. But family members, you can't even hold on to your family anymore. Family members are dying suddenly. If you could look on a computer, there's there are millions of people dying suddenly, and they can't even figure out why. That's how stupid people have become, because of the way this illusion is. It makes you really stupid. You can't even add 1 and 1 equals 2. And so the only practical solution that that Lord Caitanya even saw 550 years ago was a spiritual one. Was the few awakened people just wake people up in a very easy way, and that's this chanting together with those who have realized life's ultimate goal, which is this devotion to Source, love for the Source. Okay? That gets you free of love for everything that is impermanent. All this stuff, it's the love of money, love of the world that keeps us in the world. It keeps us coming back to this world again and again and again, because we're eternal, we're immortal. You can't really die. All the thing is the body dies, and then we just keep coming back because of attachment to money and to children, and to, the children grow up. Everything is transforming in this world. There's nothing our soul can even hold on to. It gets so covered over, we don't even know we have a soul. That's what atheism is. You don't know that you have a soul. See? So to revive that easily is just to chant. You can even be an atheist if you just want to be happy. I mean, for God's sake, you want to just be happy, chant with people here that are already reaching the liberated platform, and they're like Jesus said, you must become like a little child to enter the kingdom. Very childlike, ecstatic, pure-hearted, you become by this chanting. It's so wonderful and so amazing and so easy. Otherwise, people are just, this is permanent. You'll see that you can chant. I chant this mantra every day. We all do. We never get tired of it. It's always ever fresh. Can you imagine having something that you can actually substantially latch onto that's always ever fresh, gives you happiness, purification, gives you the results of all kinds of disciplines that you can do, every good thing beyond even you can even imagine comes to you, is drawn to you automatically. That's how good this system is that we're doing here. You know, this happiness is, and you can all take part of this. All you have to do is come, and if you're not happy, just admit it. Hey man, if anybody, is there anybody honest out there? Are you looking for some real happiness? Do you want to see something that's actually permanent? I'll show you, and won't cost you a dime. Everybody's got an angle in the world. They all want to make money off of you. You know, I want to see people happy. That's what I want. I want them to be as happy as I am. And the funny thing is, some of these people that are coming, they're becoming even happier than I am. I mean, that is amazing, man. That's even better than win-win. Ye shall do greater things than I. That's a great person said that once. Yeah, so anyway, this is a beautiful book. It's all about this Sankirtan movement, which is Sankirtan is singing or chanting these names, these transcendental spiritual names. If you come here, you'll get this potency where you'll chant these names and realize that this is the goalpost. This is what life is all about. Otherwise not. Otherwise, you know, there are many people chanting, but they're so proud that they won't come here and take part in the Prema Sankirtan movement and get this spiritual potency, you know, so that they can chant in this ecstasy. They don't even know that there's people that have been following this path, but not following this path. They heard, but didn't hear, because they don't even care about this chanting in ecstasy, which is the greatest happiness in the world. It's the greatest purification. It's the greatest inspiration you can get. Greatest thing I found. Yeah. And it's absolutely free, not even no charge. Can you imagine? The best things in life are actually free, if you can find the best thing. Okay, are we frozen or is it? No, it's working. Okay.
No, Maharaj, you're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Oh, this is too advanced, actually. Oh, yeah. Okay, this text 40. Thus he spread, this was Lord Caitanya who was here 550 years ago. Thus he spread it, kirtan, even amongst the untouchables. See, untouchable in India were people that are on the lower castes. They had a caste system. They still do in some more or less, you know. And he wove a wreath of the holy names and prema. See, this is the thing. There are many people following this system but it's on the religious level. They're chanting these names, but the holiness is not manifest, is not realized. See, prema is this potency that you get by associating with people who chant these holy names in ecstasy, and this prema is most important. Otherwise, you can't get off the material platform of consciousness. You need to be lifted by this prema to the platform of realizing the glory of chanting, the glory of these names. These names are special. These names are spiritually potent. And when they're chanted by those in ecstasy, they liberate others, not only oneself, but they liberate others who hear this sound vibration. Okay? So this is what's lacking. There are millions of Vaishnavas who don't know this. Millions of Vaishnavas think they can get liberated by following non-liberated gurus who don't chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion, which you see here right before everybody's eyes. And people don't even know it because nobody can understand it. Nobody comments on it, except now, because we make our comments now. This is part of the awakening. The truth will set you free. What I'm saying is so true, so real, so tangible, that if that 1 in 1,000 persons hears it and comes and follows this path, they will be delivered and ecstatically liberated in this childlike, ecstatic, happy state. If millions of people come or thousands, that'd be fantastic. It'd be great. Whoever comes will find from their own experience, no blind belief, no false promises here, no exaggerations at all. You will make more spiritual progress than on any other path, and you will know that. You will actually tangibly find that out if you come, if you're inspired to try it out. You can see even the witnesses that are coming. Witnesses are those who have been coming, and they're getting the result of this association, the result of these teachings, the results of this chanting is so powerful. It's beyond what you can even believe, because you just don't see it in this world. You don't see it anywhere. You see, people are all fighting for control. See, they're all fighting to control, and fighting. You got the authorities who are not acting very nice now, very controlling. You notice once you put you in 10 or 15-minute cities, want to control your finances, want to control everything now. See, you got that going on, and you got people fighting this. Everybody's fighting for control. See? I'm not fighting for control. And I'm teaching, why fight for control? Why not fight for surrendering to the controller, that's controlling all of this. We're all like, we're under the sources. We're like these little cells in a very big body, transcendental body, and we're just, you can just let go. And you never heard that saying, let go and let God? It's exactly like that, man. You can just let go and engage in this devotion, this prema, bhakti devotional service, and be happy and make others happy forever. That ain't a bad deal. Liberate people, liberate your brothers and sisters, simply by this chanting. See, he spread the kirtan. See, this kirtan is this chanting. It's that easy, man. You just come and chant these names, and you'll be liberated forever. I remember when in the early 70s, there was this Buddhist movement, and they just went around and told people, just chant this name, Nam-myo no Renge Kyo. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that was a big thing. They just went door to door and just told people to chant this name. And they said, you get all kinds of material things. See? So that was a beginning. See, and a lot of people, they want material things. See? But actually, if you chant these mantras, you'll get all kinds of spiritual things. How would you like spiritual things? Well, so few people know what spiritual things are. They're so used to material places, persons, and things, and people identified with people, persons, and things. Their consciousness is very gross. But spirit things are which are really important. Spiritual consciousness, real treasure is to be spiritually happy forever and have the method to do that. See? Real happiness is intimacy. But with who and what? Intimacy with God. Intimacy with that God that nobody knows. Because if you get intimate with the God that we got from chanting, the closeness we get from chanting, you'll know that Lord. You'll know that great mystery people call God because of your closeness. And that is what we're all seeking universally, but we're turned outside looking for it and never find it. You never find it in that most beautiful woman, that most beautiful man, that most beautiful situation, the most beautiful position. You could be the president of the United States and you still don't find that happiness. The most important position in the world as the Pope, as a spiritual master in these Vaishnava movements, as the president of the United States, or some kind of important position, you don't find happiness there. You know how I know that? Because I don't find my happiness there. I have these kinds of positions. I have a position as a guru. I have people bowing down to me and even worshiping and all that, but I don't find my happiness in that. I find my happiness in chanting this name and this closeness with God. That's why he put me in this position. In this lineage was put me in this position because I don't find happiness in some position other than being a devotee and close to the Lord and playing with the Lord every day. I just love to play with God in this close way. That's called Vrindavan. That's called the Garden of Eden. I live in that place again. And I teach people how to go and live in that place with that close. That's my happiness, is when they're happy with that. You happy to be in a close relationship with that Supreme Lord that nobody knows and now you know? Oh, isn't that makes me very happy. Then we have more friends to play with in a liberated condition. See? All this you get with this crazy chanting you see. Got this laughing, this crying, and all this stuff you people think are crazy. No, you see, gives you brains, gives you insight, it gives you the ability to understand the essence of what life is about, doesn't it? Crazy wisdom is not so crazy. Sankirtan movement, this chanting is great, man. Okay, I'm going to go to another chapter, I think. Let's see. So when thus the two intentions of the Lord appeared. So God appeared in 550 years ago as a person to show us what life is really about. So he appeared with his devotees. See, devotees, this is what you get in a liberated position. You become a devotee of the eternal truth, which people call God. And you get those feelings of a devotee, which are very ecstatic, and it's full of spiritual variety. See, people have varieties of taste on the material world, right? Oh yeah, ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, all these different flavors. You got this food, that food, all with different tastes, and we enjoy that so much. All these various tastes, right? Yeah, could you imagine? If you're awakened spiritually by this prema, by coming here, you'll get spiritual taste. It's very subtle. You'll never be denied food. You could be as poor as can be, and you'll be eating plenty. You'll be, because we're built for that. We have a spirit, we have a soul that's dormant. We have this prema. This gives us the ability to taste spiritual food. That's being a guru, is to help people awaken so that they can taste spiritual food. If people in ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti and Gaudiya Math and the Christians and Muslims knew this, that this is the essence of their scriptures, is to awaken spiritual love for God, which practically manifests as a spiritual taste, they would be so happy, because this happiness transcends all this control stuff and all these fights going on in the world. That's why, the real Jesus, not the religious Jesus, said, my kingdom is not of this world. See, I live in that kingdom. I'm here to help others live in that kingdom. How would you like to live like Jesus originally did? Not this religious crap they teach, or this religious Vaishnavism they teach. This external idea, misconception of Lord Caitanya's real intentions and movement, that ain't anything. It's all very beginners. That's why it takes many lifetimes you follow those paths before you come to the proper conclusion. Well, you can come now because we have it and we preach it and we relish it. Many people coming here are in their spiritual bodies and relishing spiritual transcendental varieties of tastes, spirit tastes. That's why they found true happiness. They wouldn't give it or trade it for billions of dollars that Bill Gates or Klaus Schwab has, or all the control they want and desire. That's how good it is to awaken on the spiritual platform. Okay? And you get all that here just for free, no charge, man. Everybody else has an angle. They're trying to charge you, and all they can give you is something materially, either for your subtle body, your mind, or your subtle emotions, which are material, or your subtle body, which is material. You come here and you associate with the devotees here, you'll develop a spiritual body, man. You'll have a spiritual mind. Yeah, spiritual mind. Oh, it's so great, man. Spiritual mind, you take that with you. You have spiritual emotions. These emotions are pure and purifying. They purify not only you, but others who even see them, even though they don't understand them. You get the results of even like things like fasting and all that for the body. You start sweating when you, purifying the body. You don't have to go jogging sometimes, You get purified on all levels just by this process of prema chanting. Okay? But you have to learn this by those who are already awakened and mature in this. Give us a word there, somebody. Who wants to speak? Where is Amy?
Hey, Maharaj. Yeah, everything that you're explaining is a real transcendence from the material world. Everything that you're saying, you're extending the words into spirit, away from religion, and there's no movement in religion. There's no movement in religion. A minute. And you've taken us away from that stuckness and wanted to find something in these religious movements to be able to really go through this door where we can come and rest, and where we can really relish those words that you have just been speaking. They have come alive. They've come alive in me. They've come alive, slowly, more and more, hearing the mercy of the truth in your words that shower upon us every day. Every day. You have kept us attached, linked, glued, whatever word you want, to our spiritual Father. I feel I can describe him like every time I do something, he's like, he is the supreme Superman, and I'm flying with him. All you know, and he shows you so much. You know, my thing is like films and music and watching, and he just cuts through certain things so I can really feel it spiritually. I can enjoy it spiritually, and it's not temporary. It's not temporary because my eyes are like his eyes. I have a lot of problems with my eyes, and there's all sorts of things going on, but I still see things. I see where he's hiding. I see how he wants to be my friend. I see all your words, Maharaj, because of hearing on a regular basis and being able to have this available, and it's available. You're there every day making this, and it's like, you know, it is the halfway house, Maharaj. It is this place where we can just come home and where we can be together and where we can just learn to just take off our clothes, kick off our shoes, and actually rest and really deeply relax and be able to hear your words really deeply, going in deeper and deeper, not the superficial meaning of words, but the real life of these spiritual spiritual words, Maharaj. I go through so many things now. If I didn't have this, I don't know what I would do. If I didn't have this place where I can live in spirit and transcend all of this shit that I have to go through, this is keeping me alive. This is my life. This is my real food because, oh my God. Thank you so much. And I could say so much more. But your teachings, Maharaj, your teachings, you are the greatest teacher because what you have given all of us in your Sangha, the words that you use, they're life. They're life force. Life force. I know I need to take this off. I could say so much more, Marge. Wow. You know, even with you teach me forgiveness. You teach me all those things that Jesus was talking about. You make them come alive. You teach me humbleness. You teach me. I forgot all the other words. I feel I could never survive. I'm a survivor. And I'm only unstoppable with all of this shit because of you. Because of what you bring. We come to dinner table. We come to the dinner table and you serve the food. You serve this food and we just eat it. And Lalita, she always says, drink, drink, drink. My mouth waters when I hear her word, when I hear her words, when I hear your words, my mouth is watering like I just want to drink it some more and drink it some more. This has been a process, Maharaj, and because of being at your lotus feet, being with you and hearing you and going through the growing process, the growing pains. I'm so sorry. The growing, you've pulled me through. You know, it's like I saw this picture today of Lord Caitanya and Lord Nityananda. And Nityananda was just on the floor listening to Chaitanya. It's really like that. To surrender at your feet, to be able to hear these words has been the greatest gift I've ever received. Thank you, sir. And to the devotees, to have this family. Thank you. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Wow. That was quite a testimony. Yeah. Shamaguri, give us a word. Oop, you're still muted. Try again. Still muted. Try again. Try it again. Sometimes you got to hit it harder. Nope. Okay, well, anyway, didn't work. Lalita, want to share something? I know you got a headache, so.
Yeah. Maybe I say something next time.
Okay. Tom, give us a word.
Thank
You're
you.
muted. Oh, there we go. Okay.
No,
we got-
yeah. I do everything to surrender to that attraction to Krishna, because I feel there is where everything becomes functional. Hare Krishna. It becomes functional when when this ecstasy, I can relish it, I can feel it, and then everything settles into this whoa, surrendering. It comes to a point where I have no words. It just I dissolve into this power, this only strange words come now.
No problem. No problem. That's okay.
I
All right. All right. Okay. Thanks, Tom. Awesome. Let's see, let's get back here. All right. What do we got here? So, Tom, you want to read some comments here?
yes, okay. I just start somewhere. Amy Rose, we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Corinthians.
Yeah. 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 And, this is the thing. What is unseen becomes actually seen when you have spirit perception. You get it, but you got to see it spiritually. This is what needs to be clarified in the even in the Bible. Is this the unseen? The unseen becomes seen. It becomes your reality. They actually use the same principle in the Illuminati. These overlords, but it's a demoniac principle. They use it for selfishly. They make you see things by you hearing and listening to them. They have a certain narrative they want your reality to become, and they program that reality into you, and you don't know that. See, that's what the masses are under that. So the Vedas, the Vedic teachings here, this Vedic teachings is to program eternal reality into us, because that's who we are, to awaken the spirit. So these vibrations, these mantras in the Vedas are meant to awaken us to that we're spirit, that we're spiritual. Otherwise, the material energies, the way they are, is to keep that truth from you. So anyway, there's a lot of teachings in the Vedic truths like this that teach you, even in which is unseen to people. They don't see what the Maya is doing to them, and that's important to do. That's why it says those who have a spiritual master, they teach you all different types of truths, and one is Maya Tattva, the illusion, how the illusion is working. You need to know that. Otherwise, you're in danger. It's like what you're in ignorance of can control you, because you don't know you're being blindsided. See, and then when you have the proper understanding, then you can avoid that. See, you avoid that, and see, people don't know that, so they don't know how Maya works. Even in this Sangha here, you can go, if you go and listen attentively to people who are speculating, your heart will get polluted usually, unless you know what's going on. That's why the idea is you come and you hear long enough, your heart will get purified, and you'll know when speculation goes in your heart and pollutes it, actually. Otherwise, you don't know. You just wonder, why am I not happy? And you don't know the cause. Yeah. So watch out who you hear from. Even here, like here, you have devotees that you can tell they're authorized. They're just, they're following the path, and they got the result. You could see that Krishna's with them. They're ecstatic devotees. They have the right conclusions. You like that? Stick close to them, and you'll be all right, man. So we got some people who come, and they just come and speculate all over the place. We got a report this morning from somebody, So don't believe in them. Don't listen to them, really. Your heart will become unhappy. Yeah. So, my whole thing is bring people to the point where you can discern these things for yourselves. And you don't just, you just go and listen, and you get intimate with people who and your heart gets polluted, and you went, I'm so unhappy, I'm miserable. Yeah, well, who are you associating intimately with? Who are you listening to? Who are you serving? Yeah. See, this is the beautiful thing here. Here we're serving people, but how are we serving? What are we serving? What are we serving them? See, this is we're part of a liberated movement here, and to liberate people. See, so but sometimes people here, they go backwards. They go and they want to serve the mundane people. That's the Mayavadi path. The Mayavadi path is they engage in service to everyone. Just they need, do this or do that or whatever like that. That takes many lifetimes. Here, serve this mission, serve this purpose here. Yeah, and then you get highly purified very quickly. Otherwise, if you serve people in different levels of consciousness, especially if it's mundane or material or even Vaidhi, you serve them, you get bound to that, and you'll be unhappy. And then you come here, you get purified, and then you go back there and you serve them again, and you get unhappy. And you wonder, why am I not happy like that? Well, if you look at Lalita, she's just serving this mission. You look at Johan, they're just serving this mission. See, the mission of ecstatic devotees, and they're so you just follow in the footsteps of devotees like that. They hear. You don't see Lalita going to hear anywhere and everywhere. And so anyway, you follow in the footsteps of people getting the results of this ecstatic worship. Just like you new people, if you're coming across this TikTok video. If you come and associate with these advanced devotees, advanced in devotion on the path, you'll learn something you can't learn after hundreds of views of all kinds of different content on TikTok, because it's all about your body, man. I mean, is there anybody out there on TikTok, getting tired of, like, you go there, somebody tells you, don't eat this, and then somebody says, do eat this, follow this path, don't follow this. All these contradictions. Follow, for example, follow this high carb diet. Don't follow a low carb diet. Become a vegan. And then, or become a carnivore diet. Do this. And they're all committed to what they do. And then after a while, the vegan says, oh, I've repented. Now I'm a carnivore diet. You know, it's just back and forth and back and forth. And everybody is, confused. It's like, well, who do what is it about? What life is it? Just to follow somebody out there? And they all want to make money off you. Every friggin' one of them. They're all got their material motives, and they might be sort of sincere and everything and committed to what they're doing. But is that what life is all about? To go on TikTok and scroll to this person trying to teach you this content, and they're all trying to figure out what kind of content so that they can get views and get followers. And is that what life is all about? That superficial level of living, of life? And dealing with people according to business and, Anyway, this content is more different than anything I've seen on TikTok or Facebook or anything, because we go right to the essence, man. What is life about? Well, your spirit, man. You're spiritual. And we prove it. We get you to experience spirit, not just a bunch of talk, religious leaders just talking. Yeah, you're spirit, you're this, you're that. But they can't bring you to that spiritual platform of realization. And they certainly usually want to make a lot of money off you, man. Go go to some shamans here in Playa del Carmen. They want you to spend a whole bunch of money for a psychedelic trip, man. And many people will pay it. Or they'll bring up the frogs to bite you, man. They have these frogs, give you poison frogs, and get a nice poison experience. Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on. People want to rush, see? But what people don't know is you want a spiritual rush. We're rushing every day with spirit, man. It's gushing out of the devotees here. We laugh, we cry, and everything because of spiritual contact. See, it's all about spiritual contact. Life is all about that. But who has that contact? I find so few people have actual spiritual contact. Yeah, real. Spiritual contact is what we're all looking for universally. Doesn't matter who you are. Everybody is looking for it. But how are you looking for it? What path are you following to look for it? Most paths, you're looking for it and you don't know you're looking for it. They don't even explain that that's the goal of life. Well, here you have a path. We explain the goal of life. Hey, is spirit, man, is the supreme spirit. And to have this relationship with the supreme spirit, which is a completely renewable source of happiness, energy, purification, intelligence, every good, wonderful thing you can think about and more comes from this connection and communion. And this is the only place I've seen on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, where you can really actually achieve that. Yeah. Well, show me any other place who've achieved real spiritual contact. They're few. Maybe some have to some degree, but not like this. Here you'll hear, if you spend a week, if you care about who you are, if you care about your real happiness in life, spend a week here or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month or a lifetime. Like people here, they're lifers. Every day we do this, we share these truths. Truth will set you free. That is the real Jesus. The real teachers teach that. But what do we get in this world? So many lies, so many speculations, so many false promises. The truth will set you free. It is. So we've already set so many people free with the truth here being shared and preached. We've awakened people. They are more than happy. They have found what is true gratefulness. They found what true forgiveness is. They learned how to live a win-win, in a win-win way, where they win and automatically other people win. It's not win-lose thing. Divide and conquer, all this lizard brain stuff. It's in our lizard, what do they call it? Reptilian brain stuff. See, you got to eat people. People don't know. You have some, people are cannibals. Many people are cannibals. You know how they're cannibals? They eat your energy. What is it? Okay, some people eat your bodies. Okay, that's the gross cannibals. But we got a lot of cannibals in the world. They eat your energy. They eat it right up, and you'll feel it, man. You'll feel like, drained. You ever felt people like that there, Lalita? She had so many in her life like that. They just eat your energy, man. You've been cannibalized. See, here we get energy because I don't get it from you. See, I get it from source. I'm here to teach people how to get energy from an unlimited renewable source. You don't even need the wind to get this energy. You don't need nuclear to get this energy. You don't need river water to get this energy. It's accessible to your spirit, awakened spirit, man. Unlimited source of energy and life. This is the life that the actual Jesus said, I have life and I can give it to you abundantly. You need to meet somebody like that, who has that kind of life and can prove it. See, I just tap in, man, and bring that, like tap into that like a hose, man, and just water everything down in this world with spirit. That's what you'll get here. You become like that. You become like this guy here. I'm not here that I'm going to win and you're going to be a loser. Oh yeah, I'm going to be the king and you're going to be a peon, like the Hunger Games society. Isn't that what they want to start here? These lizard brain guys, the low bottom feeders, they have to win-lose system. They got to win and you got to lose. They got to track and trace you and they got to be untraceable. You got to have no privacy and they got to have all privacy. They've always been working in private. See, but they want to know everything that you do. Such hypocrisy everywhere. Everywhere is we're living in a cesspool of hypocrisy in every front. And even your guys, you worship these guys like Sadhguru, the biggest hypocrite I ever met. I just saw it yesterday. You know what he said? He said, Jesus is a bad person. I'll tell you, I saved the video. I could show you. He said, Jesus is a bad person. And you know why he said he was bad? This is the guy you guys all think are great. I don't think this is so great. And he said, a bad person is somebody who I should listen to that thing again because it was like he was speaking right from the World Economic Forum, and he's part of that. He was doing just what they do, projecting all of that. He said Jesus was a bad person because he disturbs people's lives. He was a bad person. Oh yeah, you're disturbing people's lives, my friend. You world, you're disturbing people's lives. Your World Economic Forum is disturbing people's lives. This complete projection and hypocrisy. They say, oh yeah, Jesus was a bad person because he upset people, he disturbed their lives. That's exactly what he's doing with that group. See? And they act hypocritically. Why? Because they're lizard brains. They're not very smart. They're cannibals. They live off your energy. They want to use you like in the Matrix as a battery. Isn't that what do you think the movie is? Matrix. They take all you people, all of us, and use us as batteries. See? And you go for it. The masses go for it. Well, you don't have to. You can plug into the unlimited battery, which is the supreme spirit, which we're all connected to. All you need is this bhakti, this prema. Connect to that battery, and you draw unlimited source of energy, and you give it to even these people. You know, you give it to this Sadguru, this World Economic Forum, these big hypocrites and liars and cheaters, because they don't have renewable source of energy like that. They have to lie to you to steal your energy. The whole world is like that. Everybody's stealing from each other, and you don't even know it. See? This is what you learn here. You learn this is called illusion tattva, maya tattva. This is the way the world works. The material world, the mundane world. And here you can learn how the spiritual world works. Isn't it nice? That's why we come here every day, to learn how the spirit world works, which is the most important. Our needs are actually spiritual. You know, that's why these people, they don't care about the spirit. They think, oh, life is all about, let me go to the gym and work out all day and then do these YouTube and TikTok videos and show, look at my big buff body. Am I not beautiful? Look, aren't you sick of looking? Aren't you women sick at looking yourselves in the cameras, man? You know, because you got to be people, they say that's spiritual now. These people, nice people, but they're all bewildered. They think, oh, it's spiritual. I got a beautiful, everybody's corrupted by these opulences. You women, you beautiful women, you're corrupted by the opulence of a beautiful body. You're full of your false ego and false identification. This is the truth, man. You can learn all of this here. You men, you're corrupted by having you work out in the gym and everything, you get a big false ego. You know, false ego is false ID. You think you're that big buff body, man. You don't know. No, we're meant to awaken spiritually. Otherwise, we're like a little small fry. You ever see these people, these women, these men with big, nice bodies? I'm only saying not to criticize, this is just what it is. You ever see them? They got such a low self-esteem. And their self-esteem is all in having more beauty, and it's never enough. More beauty, more beautiful, more butt Botox there. They need a bigger butt, a bigger thing. They got to look at like the Kardashians. One guy just died trying to look like some singer, and one woman just died because she's getting so many operations to look like the Kardashians. See, it's all about the body. Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about on TikTok, everywhere else. Look at all these people, these poor people getting tattoos all over their faces and eyeballs even. Look, and they all look and split their tongue. One guy, look at my tongue, split, and everybody's looking, wow, that's really, it's like going to a carnival. You go to a carnival to look at all the people want to look like freaks. To be honest, I mean, this is all because you don't know what spirit is, man. And look at what happens. A lot of these TikTokers, they're committing suicides because they lost it. They don't know who they are, and they're tired. They're being superficial. Look at me and all that, and they know inside they're empty and dry. Okay? Or they're looking like, weird. They get so many operations, they die on the operating table. I mean, it's really, am I saying something wrong? Is this not true? This is all because you're not happy with as you are naturally, because you don't know that you're spiritual. Otherwise, you want to change, you change and transform that spirit. That you can do. And that is eternal, and it's beautiful, and it looks more and more beautiful all the time. You change your spiritual consciousness just by this chanting. You become more and more beautiful. We have examples of that coming here. Look at the Amy Rose, comes on, eyes flash like diamonds. See, because of a diamond heart, because of transforming spiritually. Look at Lalita. Beautiful being, chanting in ecstasy, and more beautiful all the time. We have actual demonstration of spiritual transformation, of people transforming inside this body. You see their spiritual transformation becoming more and more beautiful, more intelligent, more ecstatic, more happy. See, that's it. That's what you're all looking for, you guys that are doing all this bodily stuff. You know, you're trying to be woke, you know, all these things, you know, we're woke and all that. You're not a woke. This is woke. That's only a shadow. Everything is a shadow of the truth in this world. This is the real truth. Transform spiritually, and then you won't have to do all these weird things. Come on, man. Getting tattoos on the eyeballs. Now that's really getting weird. Splitting tongues and splitting noses and looking like aliens now. This is what the world's coming for, too. All because they don't know who they are. Because who you are is meant to be transformed. And it's wonderful to transform. And we have the methods here. It's very simple how to be transformed here. You come and chant with us, and this love will awaken in your heart for your source, called by different names. So the name we use is Krishna, a very wonderful form, the most original form. I love you, hairless. You are so perfect. That's the only body modification I'm doing, is shave my head. That's it. I'm on a little bit of a rant today, huh? TikTok got me in a new space. What do you think there, River? I could tell some thoughts.
And they seem to be falling in a trap, because what they're doing now is companies, big corporations, and Amazon is a big one. They're paying a lot of money to advertise their things. They're paying everyday people who are just, you know, they're paying the Maharaj. They're just lying and saying that it does this and it does this.
Yeah.
People are getting paid by corporations to advertise on their Maharaj, and they're just falling down into this trap. It's a never-ending cycle, what they're doing. And what they're doing that thing, what you just said. They're confusing people. Do this, don't do this, do this, do that, do this, do this. It goes on and on and on and on and on. The other day, there was a guy on there who looks like an alien from a movie, because he's had all these implants.
I saw him.
Did you see him? Oh
Yeah.
my God, there's so many. I saw one here one time in Nottingham. I couldn't stop looking at him. I was like, oh my God. He had all of these things on his head.
That's why they do it, so they keep getting looked at.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was, they're just really confusing the public even more. You know.
Yeah, you know, people need to know, this is the thing. Inside, this thing of wanting to be acknowledged and to looked at and to be important, this is why this comes to this, and why this is it's not, life is not really about that. You think it is, and all you end up doing is looking like an alien, and it's a false ID. We're actually meant to look at, not be looked at, but to look at the absolute truth in our relationship. See, and that's so much more satisfying. Otherwise, this thing, you're going to just die looking like an alien, and everybody looks at you on the street, and you think, oh, they're looking at me, you know? This is illusion. See? You counteract that by starting to look at the Supreme. You know, this is how you do. This is the idea. You look at this mantra just by hearing it. You know, and now you look at it, you get purified, and you realize, oh, life is about just let me look at this mantra, let me chant this mantra, let me hear this sound vibration, and you start to relish it and find a happiness. And that name actually represents that source, called by many different names. And it is so satisfying to hook up with that source and connect with it, that you get out of this illusion of trying to mess with nature. This is no different. This is what the science is they're going astray now. The Illuminati's, what do you call it? The World Economic Forum. They want to do experiments on people. They want to make them hook them up to machines. It just goes more and more wild. They want to, and they think they're like gods. See, all because they want to transform everything the materially, and that's illusion. See, the thing is, we become naturally transformed by connecting to Source. And this chanting is a very easy process to do it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And you find renewable source of energy. I'm not born. How can a person chant that name, Krishna, for 40 friggin' years and not be bored if it's material? See, that's why they always, in the world, always need more experiments. They're never satisfied, have to transform the people into machines, and they divide and conquer. There's all this crazy stuff going on in the world. And that's why it gets destroyed. There's no reason for the world to be destroyed, but it's being destroyed. Because of the consciousness of the people. They don't know who they are. They don't know they're connected to an unlimited source of energy and potency, and they don't have to be cannibalize people and eat their bodies or energies. They don't have to be bloodsuckers. And we got our governments. They live on bloods of children and stuff. It's terrible. This stuff. You don't need that. I'm not criticizing people. Even on that, you can have a new source of blood that gives you intoxication. This chanting is the blood. It's the life. See, life is in the blood. This chanting is the life of realized souls who realize the ultimate truth. This chanting is that energy you're looking for. Is the food you're looking for. You don't know it, but you come here and you will know it. You'll get out of all these delusions and delusions and contusions and weird stuff going on in the world. And it's getting weirder simply because you don't know what we know here and experience what we experience here. This is the truth. This will set you free, like the original Jesus said. Not this religious bullshit that people are being preached to in this world. It's all motivated, and you got a lot of demoniac stuff in these religions. They all use it to control people. We use the words of great sages like Jesus or Lord Caitanya or Krishna to liberate people, to get you free. Why do I need to take advantage of you when I have unlimited energy? Unlimited source of happiness. See? People don't know this, therefore we got all this weird stuff going on in the world. That's it. Otherwise, you have a sane population, a safe and sane population. Not people promising you safety and giving you the opposite. Nothing but hypocrisy nowadays. Oh yeah, we want to keep you safe. Bullshit. They don't want to keep you safe at all. They want to get rid of you. That's just how it works now. We're in the last days. So you either get, self-realize what you can do easily here, or you get more or less bewildered by all this crapola going on in this world. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead there, River.
It's been able to be sustained because they've got all of this money and they've got the media. They've got all of this media, so all of this kind of manipulation is rising above everything. And it's only because they've got all the external paraphernalia to be able to do that and keep people's focus and attention on that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. It's just keeping it on that start. As soon as that drops, and it will, that's it. Because it's such a facade, Maharaj. It's such a facade, and they use so much paraphernalia and their money to pay people to do exactly what they want. This is so much more powerful. You'd made the greatest decision to tell us to go on TikTok you know, because there's nothing real on there at all. You said yesterday, or yeah, I think the only real thing that is on there is this.
Yeah.
This is the only reality they have. They are in hell. They are actually in hell. They are just receiving money and their bodies, like you say, and it's all about food. That's all gonna go. The only lifeline they have is this now. This is the only thing that's gonna save them, to be out of that attention and that focus. But it's because
Yeah,
of
I mean, you know, people can go and do their things that they're natural. Like a lot of people are into foods and different things. It's fine to be in your passion, but that's still, people don't know they got a spirit body. They need to know that.
yeah.
And then you can go and do your, like, this is what they call in the Varnashram system, is you just know your propensity, you work in the world, and you have to honor that. But people need, their real need is spiritual. They need to connect with their spiritual bodies and the spiritual source, because that's where, you know, if we're not in that, all our material thing comes to naught. There's so many confusions in that, and we become more and more identified with things of the material body. And so anyway, the way to connect with spirit is you connect with people connected to spirit, you know, and they teach you what they learn from their experience. Yeah, that's our thing, right? They, you know, is to do it like that. Go ahead there, River. What?
They are so in illusion, because there's everybody on there on TikTok, everybody from every work, psychics, food people, all of this. They need, and it's all about juicing and all of keeping the body living as long as it can, because they don't know what's going to happen when they leave the body. They have no idea, and they're just trying to do everything, and it's a cycle in this. It's like everybody on there is in this maze. They're in this, like this maze of this material illusion, and they're so in it, they just keep hitting their heads on a brick wall. And in this maze there are monsters and all sorts of things that kind of well, they don't look like monsters, but they entice them. And they actually, when you start, like you was talking about that guy who was talking about Jesus and what he was saying, he was complete atheist. You know, Jesus meant to came here. He meant to come to disturb us. He meant to come to disturb us. On TikTok, they are doing everything not to be disturbed. They're doing everything to be in comfort, just to be in this comfort. I think like that. I want to be like that. It's none of it is their own idea. None of it has come from their heart. It's all mind stuff, mind stuff. And oh wow, because I've been watching it a lot myself recently, and everybody's really in their own power and their own truth. I do this and I can do this really well, and this is me. Sorry, this is me, and this is, everybody's got their own niche. Everybody's got their own niche, and everybody is promoting their own niche, however big or small it is. But they don't know they are actually under the shelter of this illusion from these demonic people as well. You know, Marge, I was going to ask you a question, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
It's about the 33rd degree Masons, you know, the Illuminati. As you was talking, I could see that they cannot never know this, because they don't have any conscious relationship with the Lord. They have no conscious relationship with their Lord. How much do they actually know about spirit, Maharaj?
Well, they know the, like, mystic powers, how the you know, the mind works. They can control on the level of the mind, and they yeah. So like programmings and stuff like that. It's demoniac when it's using these powers of the mind for selfish reasons, and you end up being corrupted by that, because you get power. That's why, and see, the Vedas teach that the controllers of the universe are the demons and the demigods. So the demigods are usually in charge, But sometimes the demons get very powerful and they overthrow the demigods who are the better, they're the better at managing in the mode of goodness, so there's going to be more harmony. The demons are not better at it, but they take over because they like to conquer. They like to fight and they like to conquer. And it's like might is right type thing. So whoever is the most tricky, they even lies or cheats, however you can win. It's like a Machiavellian philosophy. The Machiavelli is like the end justifies the means. Whatever you want, you can get it by hook or crook or lying, cheating, and all that stuff. And so that's what people have done. And people have done that in religion. To be an authority, like a real spiritual master is really an authority. A real spiritual master has realized the truth, the absolute truth, is more important than the most important beings in this universe, much less this world. More important than Trump, more important than anybody else, because they have achieved and they can give that achievement to others, and the opulence of being delivered from the cycle of birth and death forever. Nobody, president can't do that. They have the greatest position and the greatest service, but people don't know because of the illusion in the world. The illusion bewilders people. Their desire to be competitive and see all bodily, subtle body too. Subtle false ego is you want to be bigger, better, more than others. That's what we have in religion. That's why people don't, in religion, they don't come here. They think they know all about the truth and they want to be bigger, better, more than us. That's like a wall that keeps them from coming. So it's a fence. They talk about offenses in Vaishnavism. That's a fence, keeping them out of this place. So we try to dissolve this fence as best we can, if anybody will listen. And some people do, and then they're very happy, and then that's the witness program. See, without this spirit of devotion, this is what Jesus came to give. He didn't come to bring religion. He came to give liberation from religion, to give this spirit, this he called it the Holy Spirit. He called it the helper, the counselor. That's the truth. And so anyway, after he departs, then it gets all mixed up back into a religion of rules and regulations and all that. So Lord Caitanya came and did the same kind of thing, but in a little more extensive way and a more deeper way to teach more about that. And people got this spirit so that they can chant the names and the mantras and the Vedas in a deep state of consciousness of understanding the truth and be set free by it. See? And so we're reviving that again in our little Sangha because that again has been lost by the people infiltrated Vaishnavism. And now they teach it. It's all external bhakti and ceremonies and varnashram dharmas. And the gurus are not any better than their followers, really. Not in that case. All they did is memorize a few more verses, and that's about it. Maybe they got initiated by Prabhupada or somebody before others, and they teach, you're more advanced if you came first, type thing. Yeah, all material, everything material. So that's been lost, and we're reviving the truth again. We're reviving the essence of the truth and using the Vaishnava teaching and lineage, because the books are phenomenal, the kinds of information that it gives about what the world is really about and what it's really like, how to function in this world properly. But as soon as you want to use this so that you can become something great, boom, you lose the truth and you preach something that's not really truthful, full of speculations. And that's the problem. See, I didn't become a teacher or a guru by some course or some predetermined way or some idea in my mind think I'm going to be guru. It just came spontaneously from just following this path. I was very happy just to follow the path, and automatically this position came. And actually the instruction from divine authority to do it. And how you know it's bona fide is not by some paper degree on the wall or some group of thousands of people that say they're authorities. No, by the proof is in the witnesses, people coming and listening and learning and relishing this path. They're witnessing, then they see from their own experience. That's my authority here, is it works. It gives the divine result. People become spiritually enlightened here. And they don't become spiritually enlightened in ISKCON. ISKCON, I haven't seen one ISKCON devotee, and not one person Gaudiya Samiti that looks like even any of my disciples. Many of my disciples have the characteristics of that were found 550 years ago in Lord Caitanya's associates. That's been lost. People don't even care about that in ISKCON. They don't care about that in Gaudiya Samiti. All they care about is a high seat, a big stick, and an important position. They've been corrupted by the opulences. Luckily, one person got through that and can be used for the real mission of Lord Caitanya. Now we have friends, now we have assistants also who understand this too, that it's not about being something big, somebody important. It's about transmitting what's important to others. What's important is this message. What's important is this potency, this prema that we have, we're in charge of. We're here to distribute it so that people can chant these names and connect to the source and draw forth into their lives this unlimited potency and energy and happiness and intelligence and ecstasies and purification for yourself and the world. That's what it's about here. That's why you'll see this content on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube is different than anything. Okay? And unfortunately, out of many thousands of people, even self-realized to a certain extent, hardly one is after this or knows that this is the goal, much less has attained it. But that's our mission, is to assist in getting this information out. This vital information gives you real vitality, real life. What else there, River?
I'm just reading what Fernando is saying.
Oh yeah, read some comments.
He's saying, I think he's talking about me here, I'm not sure. You have given such an unfair critic of Sadhguru. I never mentioned his name, that now I have the desire of hearing from him to compensate that unfair critic. Obviously, he was ironic. Did you mention Sadhguru Maharaj?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and that's because you're bewildered by that stuff and you don't believe me. You believe him more. And that's okay. You go and listen to him, and it's all mundane stuff. I mean, hopefully you've heard enough, Fernando, to see through the sham. Okay, you can become a better Vedic to understand how the body works and how to have a better marriage and how to better stuff. But the essence is he's with the World Economic Forum, and he's part of that, and he gets people to follow him, and they think it's spiritual. It ain't spiritual at all yet. No. It's to do with the subtle and gross body, that teaching. It's not spiritual. And hopefully you've learned enough here. So yeah, go and listen to him. And you'll see hopefully you'll see. But that's why you disagree what I say about what's really going on. Because you believe in this stuff like that. It is not, I'm giving you the most fair assertion of that Sadhguru Nobody can give you a fair understanding of Sadhguru or these gurus or any of these teachers at all. Nobody, everybody they're all influenced by them. I'm not influenced by them. I'm not influenced. I'll show you videos of, I think I saved them, of him saying, yeah, he's at the World Economic Forum. And he says, actually, I also agree. We need to get rid of people. We need to depopulate people. And that's what you put in your arm, is that kind of thing that, that he's promoting. It's so hypocritical. He can't get over hypocrisy because and when he blasphemed Jesus, that was it, man, for me. As soon as you blaspheme a great soul, then your colors are shown. And I'm not going to stand for it. Jesus Christ. And actually what he said was true. And if you look from the Maya point of view of how Saraswati, the goddess of truth, she used his words to speak the truth. Yeah, Jesus did disturb the world, and it was needed. Because the truth disturbs the world. The truth sets people free if you believe the truthful speaker. But if you don't, you're under the illusion. Vrindavan, Fernando, you have no idea how that place is protected. And the Sadgurus, all the putanas out there, all the liars, cheaters, and hypocrites who appear spiritual are all protecting that. And I'm here to open the door for that. And if you come in this door, you'll get in. Otherwise, they'll bewilder you, man. That's their job. I'm not against Sadhguru in that way. He's doing his job. He's protecting the truth. Everybody is. See, all obstacles are Krishna's servants. That's really the ultimate truth. But still, I'm going to preach these things to help people get over the obstacles. You want to stay in the obstacles? Don't listen here. If you want to get free of the obstacles, come here and I'll help you. I live in Vrindavan, my friend, if you know it or not. That is my home. I know that place. That place has been revealed to me. And so have the obstacles to help people who have the desire to attain the real Vrindavan. If not, don't believe my word. Go believe in the hypocrites. Go believe in the Acharya Devs who are no Acharyas at all. Go believe in the Sadgurus who are no eternal gurus. He cannot give you this. All they can do is they're an illusion. He's an illusion. You notice? They got the big following, right? They got because the masses, they follow people like that. And it's for beginners. Okay, you get a little beginning. If I want to learn some Ayurvedic stuff, I can go to Sadhguru. I mean, he teaches on that level. Yeah. But if you I think I'm giving a very fair evaluation. It's not spiritual what he's doing. What he's doing is material still, and he can't get you into Vrindavan. That's very fair. People believe they can get them to the highest goal of life. No, he can't. He can give you maybe a step towards it, like everybody. These gurus can give you a step towards the highest goal of life. Should I just keep saying, well, yeah, go follow Sadhguru, go follow Acharya Dev? No, come follow here, get the goal of life if you got ears to hear. That's the message here. I'm here for this mission. Sadhguru can do his mission. Acharya Dev can do his mission. My mission is to bring people into Vrindavan quickly. If you want to go fast, come here. If not, don't believe this preaching and go elsewhere. Hey, this is the apocalypse. That's what these lips are saying, man. I like that, apocalypse. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm not going to preach it's all one and everything. Well, on one level, it is all one. It's all one show, big show. And everybody, people are on the stages doing the show. So this is our show here. We're here to show people how to get into the highest the highest, holiest of places called Vrindavan Dham. If you're interested, you have to surpass Putana. And he's one Putana, Acharya Dev is another. They're all caught in Putana obstacle. Yes, that's true. You don't believe it? Too bad for you. Yeah, we'll be in Vrindavan and ecstatic. It's all who you believe, man. This is a game. They know it. Even the demons know. They get you to believe in their hypocrisies and lies and cheating. See? Isn't that what Jesus told Judas? Don't believe in the hypocrisy of the Pharisees. You know, these smooth talkers like the Sadgurus. They're smooth talkers. Right? Charlie Dave, smooth talker. Don't believe in them. They have no appreciation for what is really of the Spirit. They don't even know what it is. I know what it is, and I preach that. And you have to surpass all these demon obstacles. These obstacles are personified in the form of demons. And Putana is the false representative of Guru, man. The real Guru gives you the real God. He's not giving you the real God. Sorry, you can take the name Sad. Sad means the eternal Guru. No, sorry, Putana's there. Too much truth here. Maybe this is too much for the TikTokers, but what the heck? Not always you get a chance to hear such truth, man. See, Sadguru. What are we, hypocrites? Fernando? What are we, meant to be hypocritical? Oh yeah, Sadguru, unfair. He's a Sadguru. No, he's not. Proof is you bring people to the highest goal of life. There's Sadguru. We do that, huh? Isn't that interesting? Don't tell me you're an Acharya Dev means Sadguru, man. Hypocrisy everywhere abound. And that's what keeps people from the real Vrindavan is hypocrisy. That's the Putana obstacle. You come here, what you see is what you get, man. You got Sadguru here, we prove we got Sadguru here, right? Isn't that a fair evaluation of this place? Sadguru, and there is not Sadguru? I think it's very fair, right there, River. Am I not being fair?
Completely fair, because every word is absolute. It's absolute. And you know, Maharaj, it looks like you've got a palm tree, a couple of palm trees behind you, you know, that are like in the ocean. It's like the ocean of transcendence is just pouring out of your mouth because you're just connected. You're connected to transcendence, God, so deeply. It's so true. If you don't speak the truth, you're just misleading people. You know, this is like a needle in a haystack. You know, out of all the movies that are playing, and you've been saying this is a blockbuster movie, and I'm like, and now I know it's because the attraction is always God. It's always Krishna himself. And you bring that forth. You bring that through every single time. It smashes. You know, Lalita's really not watching any movies. You know, I've watched so many, but this makes watching a movie so much better. You know, I'm not bothered about the storyline, or it's what it's telling me actually. This is rising above all these movies. They have paraphernalia to make their movies blockbuster and to keep people's eyes. This is with no paraphernalia. This is with the main attraction, God himself, here all the time. It's rising, Maharaj. We are rising with your teachings. We are rising. You know, it's going to rise out of the ocean of nishanas. It's rising out of the ocean of nishanas. The movie is playing. The movie is showing. It's just for others to disconnect their attention and focus from all of this illusion and to come here. You know, and they will come because they're going to need real safety. Yeah. These people are not going to give them any kind of safety at all. You have given me so much shelter, and I've been able to really grow.
Yeah,
If I
I'm not really against Sadhguru or any of these gurus. I'm here to help people get over the obstacle. I just have a job. I have a mission. And it becomes unpopular because a lot of people are attached to illusions. What are you going to do? I'm here to bring people to that place called Vrindavan, and that's all I'm here to do. And there's there's this certain path you have to think. You got to get over Putana. She's a baby killer. Yeah, baby, baby is not, forget about the babies like babies. It's baby bhakti. Your baby bhakti, it will get killed by the false acharyas, by the false spiritual masters, by believing in their hypocrisy. She's a hypocrite. That if you study Putana of Vrindavan, she has these qualities. She's hypocritical. She looks beautiful on the outside, right? Like Sadhguru, nice beard and all that stuff, or the Acharya Dev in his nice orange t-shirt, and all these persons look so nice on the outside, but on the inside, their hearts are not purified. It's just how it is. We prove it. If you can't chant the holy name of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in ecstasy, your heart ain't purified. That's the real path. Lord Caitanya came here to show the greatest path in the world. He's the greatest teacher. He's the spiritual master of the universe. I can't help it that people don't understand that. They think Sadhguru is better. Are you kidding? Is Sadhguru or this Acharya Devs or Jaipataka better than the teachings of Lord Caitanya? No, I'm here to transmit the teachings of Lord Caitanya. Lord Caitanya is, hey man, you need this prema bhakti. They don't even care about it. Sadhguru never talks about prema bhakti. I'm giving a very fair evaluation of him. Very fair evaluation of Acharya Dev. He doesn't talk about prema. He doesn't even have prema. And that's the whole basis of the Hare Krishna movement. I can't help it they don't understand that. I can't help it they're attached to illusion that Varnashram Dharma is the greatest goal of life. That's stupid. That ain't intelligent. Gosh, we're beginners. No, prema, devotion, following in the footsteps of Lord Caitanya, accepting the path of devotion. That's the real movement of the Hare Krishna movement, is you want to move in your spiritual life, come here, move your house over here. Your house is your body, your temple, your mind, your emotions. Come over here and be transformed by the truth. Real Sankirtan movement. I teach the teachings of Lord Caitanya. What are those teachings? By his example. He accepted the path of ecstatic devotion from his ecstatic guru. He became ecstatic. What do my disciples do? They've accepted the path of ecstatic devotion from an ecstatic guru, and they become ecstatic. Well, this is the real teachings of Lord Caitanya. They work. Why? Because they came from him originally. And so we revive those teachings now. You want to be ecstatic? You want to be happy in this world? You want to have true knowledge? You want to get over the putanas that keep in the prize from you? And all these other demons too, we get you over, man. We just beat the heck out of them, man. This is how I beat them up, man. Truth will set you free. You want Vrindavan fast? Come here, man. You want it slow? Well, who knows how long that'll take, man. More than a few lifetimes, that's for sure. Yeah. What else? Tom, you got anything? Did anything come yet? Or are you still like without words?
I feel that the solution is to take the original father and not the perverted reflection, not the fake, the ones who offer the fake, the inconclusive protection. When there is the original spirit, the original father, and to take that one, we have the solution. We have we are his children, and we are connected. We know him because we are children.
All right, yeah,
So
that's great.
the solution is in this connection, accepting the father. Take the father,
Yes.
original.
Yeah, read some comments, Tom. Great.
I don't want to, Fernando Rodriguez Torres, I don't want to disturb you all. I love Srila Gaurahari and love what he teaches. He's bringing me to Vrindavan. I don't think that Sadhguru have any value in bhakti or real sense of life. I simply say that I don't like when an ironic affirmation is presented as the real thinking of another person, that's all.
Yeah, this is the thing, Fernando. I mean, what is this? You say you're Vaishnava like that, but you don't stand up for Vaishnavas? I'm sorry, man. He's an illusion. He doesn't believe, he says Jesus and used to blaspheme Jesus and criticize. That's where I hold the line. I'm here to stand up for Vaishnavas and people who come to save the world. See? And so that's how I do it. I'm here to reveal the truth. If you really know the truth, you'll be an ecstatic devotee. Okay? And I'm here to preach. I'm not here. I could just accept everything going on. I can accept Sadhguru. He's working for the Lord on one level. Everybody is. Everybody's a servant of the Lord. But I'm here. But if you not understanding what I understand, you will be blocked from the kingdom. You cannot just accept everybody and associate with everybody. You have to know things as they are. You got to know who is an obstacle and how are you going to stand up for the truth. People believe, oh yeah, I can go and I can listen to this teacher. I'll stay with these ISKCON gurus, and then I'll listen over here maybe, and then you get thwarted. You know how many people who like this message, but then their ISKCON guru or somebody says, oh, blah, 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 they're gone. Oh, they can do it, but Gohari, he can't say the truth, right? Gohari has to keep his mouth shut. Oh, but Narayan Raj can go and steal 2 of my students and disciples from here and keep them from the path, right? Oh, it's okay for them to do, right? But Gohari's got to keep his mouth shut. No way, Jose. I have a big mouth, bigger mouth than them because my mouth is full of truth. See? And I'm not here to repress truth. I'm here to say what a spade is a spade. I lost 2 disciples, and that's okay because they are lost because they believe in the wrong message. They believe a person who lied to them. It's a lie to say that we don't have the truth. It's a lie to say the guru principle is not working here. It is a lie to say that you have the better truth when you don't. And that's just how it is. Right? I mean, where's the ecstasy in the Narayan Raj group? Where's the ecstasy in the Radhakund Babajis? See, they all say, oh, this is false line. It's not real. Oh, they can say all these things, but Gohari can't counteract that with the truth. Well, Gohari is going to counteract it. And if you believe in this world, you're getting the narrow gate and you're going to get into Vrindavan. You're going to please Krishna because he's very pleased when you find his real servant who is here to bring people into his kingdom. And you don't believe the obstacles. See? You want obstacles to be turned into popsicles? Come here. If not, there'll be obstacles and you'll be blocked from the kingdom. The flaming swords will cut you down from the tree of life. I preach all the time. Get this life, man. Get this connection. Can't you see we have this connection, many of us? And they prove they don't have it. They cannot promote it. Where's the ecstasy in Sadhguru? Where's the ecstasy in Acharya Dev? Where's the ecstasy in Narayan Raj follow? Where is it? They have to hypocritically do stuff and, we've got it. We don't show it, so you don't know what it is, and we don't really know what it is either, but we preach all kinds of speculations. That's all it is. You're just getting, they call that flim-flammed. Spiritually, you ever seen the flim-flam man? You know, the bogus salesman who sells you a bunch of bullshit, the snake oil dealer, that's all that is in religion. Snake oil, literally. A lot of snakes in that oil. What, you don't like the truth? What, you don't want to be ecstatic? Oh, you think this is unfair and all? Well, yeah, it's unfair nobody should know this stuff. You should just stay in jail. Just stay in illusion. You know, don't let anybody help you. Don't let anybody, don't let love come to you. You know, that it breaks all your illusions. Don't hear from a real guru, from their word. You know, literally, from their word exposes the truth, and from them ecstatic prema emanates. Yeah, don't go to such a guru. You know, it's too tough. You know. Stay, in the false shelters. This is the real shelter here. Oops, I think we lost.
Yes. Well, when someone takes shelter at that perverted copy of the original father, then it doesn't bring this conclusive Satchidananda. There's no Chaitanya consciousness. There's no living force consciousness. When they take refuge at a perverted copy of the original father, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, like Jesus said, I'm the true vine. You need to find the true connection. It's a relationship. People are not related. They've been cut off, even though potentially they have it there. They have this dormant prema, this dormant love for the spiritual family of Vrindavan. They have it dormant, but it's dormant, man. It ain't doing you any good, dormant. We're here to awaken that. That's why if you're a real Sadguru, eternal guru, you awaken people's relationship with God, with the true Lord, the eternal Lord. Or you're a real Acharya Dev over there in the ISKCON movement or Gaudiya Samiti, you'll awaken people's transcendental relationship with the Lord. I haven't seen the symptoms of anyone doing that. Not even one. It's just a bunch of baloney, man. And you're eating the baloney. I'm sorry, man. I'm not sorry. I'm doing my job here. You listen to this word, you get into Vrindavan. What you see is what you get. What you see over there is what you get also. Nothing spiritual. What you get in the Gaudiya Samiti is nothing really spiritual yet. If it's spiritual, it'll be like this. Shows you can read in the books, man. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, man. Ecstatic devotees crying, laughing, just like here, but not there. They're just talking about it. Or in ISKCON, they don't even know it exists. They just think Varnashram Dharma. Ceremonies. Look at the beautiful flowers. Diwali, festival of lights. Religion, that's all it is. Yeah, are you one of the few out there on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube that want truth, for God's sake? Well, that's what we do here. You want to know who you are? You want to be free from the cycle of birth and death? You want more than liberation? Are you tired of following the false teachers? To me, it's false. If they can't bring you to the highest goal of life, there's some level of falseness to it. You just want to do baby steps? Go to Eckhart Tolle, go to Dalai Lama, go to Acharya Dev, go to Sadguru. Take your little baby steps. But you want a slam dunk and you want the field goal? Come here, man. You want the whole ball of wax? You want ecstatic devotion, the highest feelings in the universe that not even the greatest people have? Socrates didn't have, Trump doesn't have, Acharya Dev doesn't have, and Sadguru certainly doesn't have them. You know what Sadguru is like? Man, he's in the Bible. The Bible is Solomon. He was like Sadhguru, has an answer for everything, right? Smooth talker, Solomon. And you know what happened? You can learn from history. You don't have to go the Sadhguru way. If you listen here, I'll tell you exactly how it is. Solomon impressed everybody like Sadhgurus impressed with their sweet and words, right? And then at the end of Solomon's life, he says, "Oh my God, man, I'm not satisfied. I thought I can be satisfied with all this attention I got." Doesn't he get a lot of attention? He's a big teacher and all that stuff. At the end of the life, he gets Solomon's reward. His futility. My God, it's all been futile, this wisdom. And it is. Without bhakti, without devotion, it's all futile, man. You always will be unsatisfied without true love, eternal, ecstatic love. And we got that here, man. And we distribute that. If you're not good with that, take all the chunk change out there. Yeah, take your many lifetimes here. We're finished with this life, and our fin is to help others to finish it with this life. Did you want to say something, Lalita?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, you've got to keep on distinguishing and show the difference between a real spiritual preacher, teacher, guru, and all the others.
It makes me unpopular, you know.
yeah, but we need to fight for that, because you're speaking from the spirit. You are advised by the spirit. You are living in the spirit for so many years, such a long time. You have so much more to offer us. We feel that you're planting that seed inside of us, and we start to do exactly the same. I have the same reaction when I see things. I saw on a timeline of somebody who said Jesus never existed, and then he posted YouTube stuff of scientists who can prove that Jesus never existed. But you can't tell me this. It doesn't work with me, because I'm advised by the Holy Spirit. I know, I know where to find Jesus. But this is always thinking from the mind, and that's what I saw few years ago. Few videos of Sadhguru. It's all the mind.
It's all the mind, yeah.
Nothing spiritual, and he's popular. He looks like he has this softness and this calmness, and people are trying to find this sweet peace, so-called material peace, but that's not it. No, real peace is when you are in deep peace, in your connection with the Lord, when you have so much love that you gave us, actually, the love of the Lord. When you can develop love for God, then you are in real peace. That's the real peace that Jesus brought, that Lord Caitanya brought. Because then you're so in love with everybody and everything, and that's the real peace. And you don't need to be calm. You can be in explosion, and you can be wild, but in real peace, happiness. That's the real thing. That's
Yeah. You know, Jesus, he people say, "Oh, Jesus didn't exist," and all that. Are you kidding? You know how I know he exists is because his teachings, they came from a person. You know, they come from an ecstatic person. You know, he taught about the Holy Spirit and how it's transferred. I know the Holy Spirit. I'm a recipient of that Spirit. So I know it. That's why Jesus said, "You'll be my witnesses." And what came from Sadhguru's mouth shows you he doesn't even know the Holy Spirit. And you know, he's not the only one. You know what came from Narayan Raj's mouth? He didn't believe in the Holy Spirit. My disciple who went to him asked him, my disciple felt the Holy Spirit awaken a little bit. And he went to Narayan Raj. And he said, "Narayan Raj, is there a Holy Spirit?" "No." There you go, man. You know, you don't like the truth? Too bad. Go ahead and follow the many lifetime path, and we'll enjoy the prema now. You know, I can't help it. You don't. You know, truth is truth, man. This is an actual experience. My disciple went to him and asked him, "Is there a Holy Spirit?" He came back to and said, "No." That's what he, you know. So
How can you be a spiritual master if you don't believe in Holy Spirit?
well, that's
This
what
is
they've got
crazy.
now. That's why you see nobody's got the Holy Spirit. You think Krishna's happy with he's going to give people that are not in true knowledge? You know, that's just how it is. He's given us that spirit, and we're here to, and whoever believes this preaching, and it's very logical, very intelligent, and like a razor, it cuts out through to the chase. And you guys are all captivated by these gurus and teachers and everything. I'm here to free you if you want. Otherwise, stay captivated, follow their path many lifetimes. You ever hear Sadhu talk about Bhakti Devi or Prema Bhakti? Not even one word. He doesn't even know what it is. And that's why he's against Jesus. By his own admission, I got the video if you want to hear it. Said he was a bad person. Oh boy, is he. Anyway, that's the Lord revealing these things. And then you got these other people. Don't even either mention bhakti or transmit it or ever show it because they don't got it. So if you're into their preaching, go for it, man. If you're into this preaching, what you see is what you're going to get. What you see here is ecstatic devotion. And if you really want this, you'll make progress, rapid progress to this. Otherwise, you're on slow paths, all of them out there. You know, Buddhism, all of them very slow. Eckhart Tolle. Look at you know, what you need to do is get some intelligence. And just by watching this video, I'll give you some intelligent way to look at things. Look at people's face, man. Their face is an index of the mind. Look at when the people are chanting in ecstasy here. Look how happy they look. And compare that happiness to Sadhguru's happiness. Or to, if you're in ISKCON, any of these ISKCON gurus, compare it to Radhanath's look of happiness. Or anybody else. Dalai Lama, how does he look? Eckhart Tolle, how does he look? How the face is the index of the heart and the mind. See? So yeah, how do they look? Yeah.
They need to look spiritual.
Yeah,
And that's missing.
got the
That's
spirit, you're
missing.
going to be really happy. You know, happy beyond this world. And that's the demonstration, you know. You gotta, you know, you look like Lalita there, you know. Even with a headache, she looks pretty ecstatic.
Krishna doesn't look at that.
Yeah, either does Lalita. She likes to look at Krishna. It's much better. Yeah. Hare Krishna. All right. We had 1,000. Was it 1,000? 1.1K likes. Oh, that's great. Glad you liked it. It was pretty heavy preaching here, sharing here, but oh well. Yeah. But is what I say actually, you know, is it true? You know, is it? Yeah. I mean, as I say, you know, I could see all people are servants. Go ahead, Lilita. What?
I can wait until you're finished, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Well, all people are servants ultimately. That's the broad picture. See, but we're here to, you know, we don't want you to get caught up with all the servants of the Lord because they're serving in different levels, right? There are different levels of services. There's in the material modes of nature. So different types of servants and people come to them of their levels of that. So we're here just to get people right into the kingdom, you know, make a channel, you ever see these people in prison and they make a tunnel and you can get out of the prison, otherwise you can't get out of the prison. All these paths are like very slow, ways to get out of prison. And we've tunneled out already. So we're just going around to the prisoners, say, hey, man, we built this tunnel and it goes right into freedom. You know, just come into the, you know, just come through. And a lot of people, nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the slow path. You know, we want to, you know, be, you know, try to work to be trustees, or we're just going to stay here. We're lifers. But some people want to get out, you know. Are you ready to get out of prison, anybody? Come, we built a tunnel to Vrindavan. You know, come through the tunnel. We're bringing as many people as we can. We already got a few in. Who else wants to go in? All right, go ahead, Lalita. What?
Well, Fernando says, please, Srila Gaura Haridas, instruct me on what to do when I hear you something formulated with expressions that I cannot accept.
Just be yourself there, Sven. I like it.
It's great that he reacts.
It's great. Just be yourself, man. There's no repression here. Just disagree, you know, because you do. Be natural. This I am being natural too. You know, you disagree. Eventually, I'll always win. But don't worry, it'll take some time. You'll see what I'm saying is true. You know, on this, you know, and that there's just something that. But you know, yeah, you know, just that's your natural reaction. Be natural. It's what's nice. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita. What?
I can always wait, you know, Guru.
Oh, I know. Go for it.
The meter, the great meter, I don't know if that's right English, is when you hear from Guru Maharaj and when he says something and you feel that heart going bigger and bigger and bigger, and you feel more and more intoxicated, and now and your legs are trembling and you say, yeah. This is what he wants to hear. Go on. I like it. I love it. That's it. Yeah.
Anyway, I you know, you be yourself. I be mine. You know, no repression. You know, agree, disagree. You know, it'll all work out. You got, you know, it's like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita: a person must follow their nature. What good does repression do? I'm not here. You know, like that's like in ISKCON. In ISKCON or all of these big organizations, religious, it's always it's more about repression. Like this is the way it is, and you more or less comply. You know, I mean, I may come off that way, but that's, you know, this opinion, and you are reacting that way. But you can have your reaction and opinion. You know. I'm not threatened by it, you know. It's just it's your understanding. This is my understanding. That's yours. Yeah. Maybe go listen to Sadhguru a little bit. See how, you know, you listened here, and then go listen there. Yeah. Tell me if he gives you some tips of how to attain Vrindavan. Let's see how much he preaches about the value of ecstatic devotion. See if he says one word about that. See, he's a servant, but on that other level. You know, I'm here to, you know, I mean, if you're like going that direction, maybe you'll turn. You know, you come over here to this teaching, and we'll get you. You don't. If I don't know, maybe some people want to attain the absolute eternal truth at lightning speed. See, that's here. Hey, we're here for the jackrabbits. You know, if you want to do the turtle trip, go to these gurus, Sadhguru, Acharya Devs. You know, they're slow. You know. See, this is fast. How do you know it's fast? Well, you look at some of the devotees. Look how fast they got ecstatic devotion. Not everybody gets it that fast, but they get something, you know, something that spurs them on here, like they feel like they're making progress, you know, more so than these other paths. So, hey, man, you're on the train. My God, I actually got 42 people listening, even though I bet you all don't understand what I'm talking about, but it's probably, you know, they feel the energy, you know. This is the most 44 people watching. That's amazing, actually. And 1.1 likes. That's yeah. Hey, we're making progress. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, keep coming back for more of this. Oh, read some more comments there, or anybody who wants to read.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, go ahead. God, I never had like 50 people watching. My God, 50 people on TikTok. That's amazing. I'm floored. 52. It just keeps increasing like boom, 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 boom. That's great, man. Well, I tell you, you're not going to hear stuff like this. This is very uncommon, very unusual for TikTok. So, critically low. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Read some
Yeah,
comments there.
Amy says, but I don't agree with her, but okay. I have an idea. Write it down and then watch the replay and see if you can hear with a fresh set of ears from a different angle what Gora Hari is really trying to say. If you're still confused, ask him. Yeah. But I just like these discussions. It makes it very clear for all of us if somebody expresses his doubts or his
Yeah.
illusions.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Trying to.
Bhaktator says, they do all their deeds to be seen by others, for they make their phylacteries broad of their fingers long. What's all that? And they clove the place of honor at feasts and the best seats in the synagogues. Oh my God, I can't. Oh
Yeah,
no,
read somebody else's name. It's okay.
yeah. Sorry, Tom. Fernando said, oh no, I said that already. Bhaktatom says Sri Nityananda Prabhu is an extremely heavy branch of the Sri Chaitanya tree. From that branch grow many branches and sub-branches. Freddy says, if Jesus never existed, then why are we still talking about him after 2023 years? Yeah. And feel him, feel his power. Ooh, so he's so
That's true. Why do we feel that? Because it's eternal. The devotees are eternal. Everybody else comes and goes. Trumps, all these guys. They're here and then they're gone. You don't even. Yeah, because they're not immortal, eternal. The devotees. Look at Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad was here like God knows more than like 5,000 years. No, more than that. Like 100,000 years ago or something. Long time. Yeah, and the teachings are still fresh because it's all about the spirit ultimately, and that's the only thing worthy to remember is what is of the spirit, and people don't know that. This is why we're in a prison here, but not in prison because of the way we worship. We worship in spirit and truth. See, and so we stay. It's like we're here in the prison, sharing with the world and helping them. This is Leela avatars, the devotees, empowered Shaktivesh avatars, the devotees here. You need that. If you don't, you have no spiritual consciousness in this universe. You need persons who know the spirit and know the truth, and they're set free. That's why their teachings endure, they last, their words. They awaken bhakti. Look at you guys. I speak here all the time, and what's happened? You smiles on your face and all that. Why? Because the spirit is here, giving nourishment and life, giving me life. I also, this is how it works.
Pani says, the real thing is, once we found this, why search for more? That's absolutely truth. Oh my God. Yeah, so convincing actually. When you found this, you get such a big confirmation of the Lord. Yeah, this is it, man. This is where I want you to be. Here you have Russell. I am working here in this place.
Yeah, that's why you got to come regularly. Otherwise, you don't get that. See, in the world, a lot of people just see this Kali Yuga. People are lazy, misguided, and unlucky. This is it. You can get all of that. You can be guided properly. You can become lucky if you just sit your little butt here and watch and hear and observe. You'll get spirit strength here because that's what we have. And you'll see, then you realize what is really how to counteract these terrible things in Kali Yuga. Yeah, and so we're doing it that way. See, we're lucky. You see, we know we're lucky. We know we're lucky. We're not misguided now. See, we're guided properly. That's what, so many people are misguided by following these long paths, like lifetime paths. And they're misguided by all the people who don't know the truth and not set free. See, we've counteracted Kali Yuga. We have the method. Anybody takes up this method, you'll counteract Kali Yuga's influences of being misguided, unlucky, and disturbed and lazy. I mean, you can be lazy, just laze around here, What else is anybody
Amy
saying?
says, I found the true branch. This is a good one. The true vibrant vine. The one that is alive. It's not connected to a dead tree.
Yeah, people don't know that they're connecting to branches that are dead trees. You don't know because you're used to it. You're used to dead things. You don't know what life is yet. So whoever does come, they'll connect to real life, and then you'll know. It's like, oh yeah, and then you can compare. Where you can't compare what is alive when you haven't contacted what is alive. That's the spirit is alive. It's real life. So, and you can't know that until you are awake. Your spirit is awakened. That's why these sayings of Jesus are eternal. You must be born again to enter the kingdom of God. So more conclusive is that spirit needs to be born in you. And so that's personified as Krishna. See, awakening in you like a little baby Krishna now. See, so you don't want the putanas to get in there and mess up what's being born, right? Putana comes, she's the false nurse. She goes there to poison Krishna. Okay? So she was a killer of babies, but she couldn't kill Krishna because Krishna was protected by the devotees. You notice in Vrindavan?
Yeah.
See, so that's the secret. See, so that if you stay here as your bhakti is being born and awakened, your bhakti will be nourished and all that. Putana won't come in as the false teachers. See, that's basically what happened with two of my students when I first started preaching. In the early days, I had to get experience. Putana came in there and led them away. See, very, very subtle, very tricky, and that's what happened. It doesn't happen now so much because, I'm more savvy now. I know what it's like to even be. I also followed Putana. I said, okay, let me see what she's got to offer. She claims to be the highest devotee. That's why I went to Narayan Raj. claims to be the highest and giving the best and all that. I'm looking around trying to taste something that, because I'm a taster, always been a taster. Let me taste this, They're presenting, oh, this is great food. Oh, this is Sadhu Sangha. Oh, the greatest. So I'm going and I'm trying to taste something. And these guys aren't tasting what I was tasting. So it's like, what
You
is
feel
this?
like dying.
Yeah, I mean, it was a shame. It was just not the real thing. It's not easy to find a true vine. It's hard to distinguish. Even I had the true vine. It's like Lord Caitanya. He was ready to drown himself in the Ganga. He was an ecstatic devotee from the get-go. But nobody believed in him. Nobody believed in his ecstasy. They thought he was crazy. And he was ready to throw himself in. It's right there in the book, Chaitanya Bhagavat. He's ready. He said, I was going to drown myself in the Ganga, but then I got a confirmation. See, Srivas came and said, oh yeah, I can relate to this ecstatic devotion. It's very wonderful. I wish I had that. See? So I got my confirmations too, but it wasn't from any human beings because this is so rare now to be preached in this world. We're the proof that this is so rare because this is the only place on the face of the earth I've seen this kind of worship. It was rare when Madhavinda Puri was there. They went all over India, him and Nityananda separately, and they didn't find one person who had the ecstasy of Vrindavan except themselves. They were both from that place. When they embraced, they had the symptoms you see here, crying, laughing, choking up, all that stuff. Yeah. It's amazing, huh? That's how rare it is, especially now. It's also rare. But those who, you come here, we'll show you, we'll teach you, we'll show you things that none of these gurus or teachers, these famous, so-called famous gurus, famous among the masses, can show you. And that'll set you free forever. That's what we're here for, set people free. If you want to be set free, come here. I'll prove it to you. We'll prove it to you because we work as a team now. The Vaishnavas receiving this grace, they'll tell you all about it, man. They'll show you how they got it, everything. Just follow their example. You'll get it too. They teach this in neurolinguistic programming. They realize if you model successful people, you'll get their success. That's what it's about. Modeling. We're very successful here, more successful than anybody that doesn't worship in ecstatic devotion. So you model what's working here and do what people that got the desired result of life's ultimate goal, love of Krishna, and you will get it too because you've got the right role model. That's why Lord Caitanya came here, to provide the role model. He came as a devotee. See? To show us that this is how you do it. See, what did he do? He accepted an ecstatic, bona fide spiritual master by example. Okay? What have you done out there in ISKCON? Have you accepted an ecstatic spiritual master? Oh, yeah, I accepted Acharya Dev. I accepted Sadhguru. I accepted Jaipataka. I accepted ecstatic. Where's the proof? Where I accepted Narayan Raj. Where's the proof that they're ecstatic devotees? Where's the proof? Where have you seen that? Where have you seen recipients of this ecstatic devotion? Well, my gurus weren't teaching that. Okay, well, why not go where that teaching is? That's intelligence. Whether they had it or not, they didn't show it. They didn't demonstrate that life's ultimate goal like Lord Caitanya did. Why not come here where we're showing you life's ultimate goal? Showing you that we're experiencing that. Showing that we relish life's ultimate goal like it was 550 years ago. We're distributing that to others so that they can also attain life's ultimate goal quickly. Otherwise, what? You don't want it? Well, what do you want to just go with the pride of, well, my guru, Narayan Raj, was the greatest guru in the world. My Radhakund Babaji guru is the greatest guru. My ISKCON guru is the greatest guru in the world. Yeah? Where's the symptom of the greatness? To me, okay, whatever greatness they have, they have. But isn't it really great to be an ecstatic devotee like Lord Caitanya and like their real followers 550 years ago? Isn't that the greatest thing they brought to the world, to become ecstatic devotees, to get prema bhakti? Isn't that the greatness of this place, to get prema bhakti just by coming here and by accepting the message and the transmission? You're not interested in this kind of greatness? What are you coming to the Krishna conscious movement? Don't you want to know who you're worshiping? I certainly do. And so do my friends. Do you know who you're worshiping there, Lalita? It's nice to know who you're.
Yeah, of course. I have this contact. I have this daily contact. I don't have to find somewhere else anymore. I know who I'm worshiping. Yeah. And I want to know him more. I want to know more and more and more, because it's by your association that I know him like I know him now. But I know he is a mystic, mystic God. He's still hiding. There is so much. He's an ocean, an ocean, an ocean of knowledge and bliss. Yeah. I know, I know where life is, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, any other comments?
Janaki says, that's right. That's my truth also. Again, hearing here shows the teachings of truth. And let's see what. Freddy said something. Isn't it funny that you are the true vine and that you have been doubting about yourself? You know?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're all looking for role models, and what do you expect? Who can withstand that? You're in the world and everybody thinks you're crazy. Look at Lord Caitanya showed the example. He was in the world and everybody in the village thought he was crazy because he had ecstatic symptoms. It's so rare. It was only Srivas that protected him. So why, if that was Lord Caitanya, am I any better than him? Am I supposed to be more intelligent than him? I had to go my way. But the way it really helped me to get it, even though I couldn't find a living person, not even Narayan Raj, not even one Radhakund Babaji, had this kind of bhakti that I could see. Not one. Okay? So the way I got the confirmation was my own experience. Okay, there's one. Two is the Shastras. See? And the other was with Prabhupada and Krishna appearing. See, it does help a lot. A lot. And even though they appeared and I had everything, it still took a while to work its way in. I needed more experience. So the doubting and stuff. And it was okay, it's fine. Hey, man. It's like, you say to Thomas the doubter, well, Thomas, your path and doubting everything, why didn't you just always understand? Why did you not always know? Well, it took me, that was his path, man. He had to do what he did, and then he became the great preacher, right? He became completely convinced. Well, hey, man, I needed to do what I needed to do to get this convinced, man. You're lucky, too, because look what's being preached here, man. Something nobody can preach, not even the illustrious Sadhu or the illustrious Chayadev, or not even Donald Trump, or not even Klaus Schwab. Very unique message. Not even the Pope. Okay? Love of Krishna, life's ultimate goal. We preach it and demonstrate it. That the mercy of the Lord is upon us. And not like we can do it on our own. The Lord's mercy is here. It's his pleasure to give us the kingdom. We know that now. So we just come and just eat. It's feasting time now. No fasting baloney, man. Well, sometimes I fast every day now, more or less, Just one meal a day, for like 3, 4, 5 days a week, Yeah, that's great. 23 hours a day. I like it.
But you never fast with the Lord.
No, no fasting there. No. Don't like the fast.
You always eat
Sometimes
with
I got to
him.
get away from it because it's intense, It's either get a break. Okay. Let me go think of something else.
Overeat.
Well, it's just intense on the body, the heart, also the heart chakra. It has to absorb this and integrate this bhakti. Lord Caitanya had this, obviously, a transcendental body beyond, even his body that he brought in was like capable of tremendous ecstatic vibrations. And his arms would go in like a tortoise, blood coming out of the pores of his unbelievable symptoms of this love. But he's God, No, that's why they unanimously said this person is Radharani incarnate, Radha and Krishna together combined, because he had both the symptoms of the most advanced bhakti that Radharani, they read in the scriptures, had, and beyond that, that's not described in the scriptures, and also the most intelligence of all devotees. There was nobody more intelligent than Lord Caitanya. And so if we get even a piece of that, you can save the whole universe. And we are. Look at us. We get more and more people coming. Because it's true, man. People, come on, man. Who wouldn't want to be happy, really? They just got to be convinced that happiness is here. Who would not want to be liberated eternally? Especially all the shit going down now. Oops. Oh, I can cuss on this one. It's okay. TikTok, they dock you for cussing. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Guru Maharaj, I'm thinking about Jesus. When Veronica had that clot on his face, I think this blood was also ecstasy that came out of his pores, isn't it?
Well, he was whipped, and there was, yeah, you could say like that. Yeah, interesting way of looking at it. Yeah, it was kind of a forced way where they whipped him and all that stuff.
Did they whip in the face as well? I don't know.
I don't know. What did you see? A movie or something about that?
No, I haven't seen. But when I was reading of those symptoms of Lord Caitanya, when the blood came out of the pores, I saw Jesus' face.
Yeah. Well, maybe it
saw
looks like your
Jesus'
heart's
face.
telling you.
It was really very strong.
Yeah. Maybe it's something.
Yeah, I told
the
Freddie.
blood.
Freddie.
The blood. It's interesting. Yeah, because something of blood. Also, the stigmatas that some people get from the nails. Some people actually have had that. I think it was Saint Francis had stigmata. Would appear. Believe it or not, I used to feel that kind of thing, but I never had any physical holes. But I used to feel the nails in my hands. Literally, I think is in there is some kind of chakra system or something where they were opening and it's a healing, where healing power is and stuff. They were opening and it felt like a stigmata thing, like a nail going in. It's just like I had with the crown chakra when it was opened. It was like needles sticking on my head. I also felt that in my hands. This is, I think, the chakra system opening so that you can receive spiritual juice, connection. Yeah. So, so spiritually, these have the spiritual significance, a lot of these things. Yeah. That's why our teachings are so fun. There's some special thing going on here. That's very hard to figure out. You gotta, it's like gradually come into it more and more. Yeah. getting more and more amazing, you know, just
Oh yeah.
this chanting, you know, it's just, it's all in this chanting is so important. Yeah, okay, you know, I think I need to stop for a little while. You probably need to do it here. Take care of your head.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see, what do we got here? No, it's a good class when people, they have a lot of comments, like 100 or so, probably more. Oh my God, it just goes on and on and on. Huh. Yeah, more and more clear. Okay, so let's see, song. Fanny, this is dedicated to you.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Caitanya, Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness